Hello antique fans, and welcome to my channel for another antique related video. This is Deanna from Vintage Touch Antiques. Today I'd like to share with you one of my personal collections of American schoolgirl samplers. This is a small collection, but it's one that I cherish. You often see samplers in primitive settings because of their simplistic nature. And of course, any of you who are familiar with my channel know that I do have a passion for primitives. So before I begin though, I would like to share with you a little background history about samplers. Okay, and now samplers date back from the 1600s, and then during the 1700s, they were used by people to teach their girls how to do needlework and to perfect their needlework. It was a vital thing that was needed. That skill was a vital thing that was needed for young girls in that time period, because they did make their own clothes, and they made a lot of the textiles and linens and quilts and so forth that you see, or that they had to have in their homes. So using them as teaching tools, you will see the oftentimes not only dates on there, but you will also see the names and ages of the little girl who finished the piece. Now, many of them are signed, like I said, and they often are just, like I said, there's different styles. They have, some have poems, or some would have a little bit more elaborate nature to them. And if that's the case, they do command a little bit more value. So if you will bear with me, I've got my collection here stacked up to my side, and I'm going to have to, it's going to be a little bit awkward, but I thought it was the best way to show them to you. So if you'll just bear with me as I pick them up one by one. Okay, now this first one, it's red on like what probably was white to begin with. It was dated 1888. It has the name M. Horn there of the little girl. It's got your alphabet letters. I'm sorry for the glare. I mean, I know this lighting is probably not good at all because I've got lights here, and this is under glass. But that's one that I have. Nice early one. The next one is a little bit earlier in that it is dated 1844, as you can see right down here. And this one says that it was done by a little girl named Sarah Bass in her 10th year. Has a little poem with this one. So multicolored. You see the nice little birds there. That's always cute to have added to them. Okay, the next one that I've got here is a little bit smaller. It does not have a date, but it does have the little girl's name, Rhoda Folsom, there. It's in blue. And as you can see, she did her alphabet letters in the capitals first, goes up to Z, and then she did them in the lowercase, and she only got to W on that one. So that makes it especially cute and simplistic. Now, up here at the top, you can see the there's a little bit of a stain, and some of these pieces do have a little bit of damage, but you know what? They've survived, and they are just still precious. So please cherish them, even if you get a scrap of one. And this is an example of one that has some damage. This is one of my earlier ones one of my first ones that I got, and it does have the date down here at the bottom corner, 1855. And Katie Brim, May 3rd, 1855, as you can see it there in the middle. And as you can see the damage here in this area. That may have had the date there, I'm not sure, but it could have just been the rest of the alphabet. Anyway, it's got different colors in it. It's beautiful needlework for this little girl. And so, again, I cherish it. Now this next one is an example of something that you can do yourself. And I wanted to do this so that I could show you that even if it's not an old one, you can. I made this one myself, and it is in an antique frame. It's in colors that I think would be good with primitives. It's done in cross stitch and satin stitch embroidery. And these are kind of hard to get, these stamped cloth linen pieces to use to do samplers. So I just wanted to show you that even reproductions can be used among your antiques for samplers if you want something a little bit more affordable, because they do command a little bit high price. And finally, I've got one for sale. It's not quite as early as the others, and it is dated 1907. It has the initials MBM, I think it is, and age 11 there of the little girl. So again, that one is going to be for sale, and I have the price tag on that of $129. It's framed in a beautiful wide antique frame with the wood back. So that one will be going into my antique booth soon and will be posted on my webpage. So that is the extent of my small American sampler collection. Before I conclude, though, I would like to remind you to check the description of this video for where you can find me on the web. You'll find my webpage and my online store, and where you can go to find me on social media. Also, I would like to remind you or invite you to subscribe if you have not already, and I love your comments and encouragement, and ask you to share and give this a thumbs up and help me spread the word about antiques so that people can enjoy them, learn about them, and realize that there's history to be learned with their antiques. And then also, I'd like to invite you to visit me, visit my Vintage Touch Antique booth that's located in Antique Crossroads, Hagerstown, Maryland. If you're in the area or get the chance, if you're local, and you'll find me in the third row on the left side of the mall. Just look for the large sign, Vintage Touch, that hangs in the back of my double space booth. So finally, in conclusion to this video, let me encourage you to enjoy your collecting and to cherish your antiques, realizing that they're pieces of history, because when you own an antique, you own a piece of history. So bye-bye for now.